Hi guys, Tracy here. I'm going to share my last couple of weeks of project life with you guys, and then at the end of this video I'm going to do a draw for the prize for the giveaway that I announced in my last full project life share, which was 2 weeks ago. So I'm going to start by sharing my two pages, my two spreads for the 2 weeks. And you'll remember that the last time that I shared, I talked about this Design F page protector, which I love. It has 1 4x6 and then 10 3x4s. And when I talked about this last time, I talked about how I use the Becky Higgins cards, which you guys probably already are quite familiar with, but this is, oops, there's some other ones there. So this is what the cards look like. And so I talked about how easy it was to scrapbook this page because I basically just took a bunch of these cards and put them in, and then I designed a layout around them. And so besides adding a picture, all I did was, you know, like I'd add some washi tape, or I'd do some doodling, or add a stamp, or add a couple of those Martha Stewart labels or whatever. And so although this looks like a whole lot of work, like 10 little mini layouts and then 1 4x6 layout, it actually ended up being like really, really easy. And so on this page, what I decided to do was to see what it would be like to not do that. So these don't include any Becky Higgins cards, and it was also quite easy. So I'm loving these Design F page protectors, so I gotta get me some more of these. So my cat keeps bumping my hand. So bye, Maya. There we go. So I'll start with the title. So I'm going to work backwards on this one because the title is just the way that the page protector is laid out. So this is, I think this might be Sassafras or Cosmo Cricket paper. This came on a big 12x12 page with a whole bunch of these numbers that look like little tickets or labels or something. And so I just cut out the proper numbers from that page. Sorry, I don't remember the collection, guys. If somebody has a burning desire to know, just let me know and I can look it up. I still have it in my scraps. And then I just use Kaisercraft letter stickers to spell out the months, and my white gel pen to put a little dash. And then it was a little plain, so when my Studio Calico kit for June arrived, I just grabbed one of these little canvas butterflies. I think these are for misting. I haven't played with them yet, but if you look really closely, you can see it's not going to show on the video, I don't think, but it's got like little white things on it, so I think it's for, I think there's a resist pattern on these butterflies, but a whole huge bag of them came in the Studio Calico kit, so I'll definitely be playing with those in the coming weeks. So, and then this is just a piece of Becky Higgins paper from the Cobalt collection. So that's my title. I'm not in love with the title, but it's okay, it's fine. And then, so I'll just go, so yeah, I guess I'll work backwards on this one. So this is, I've been taking pictures of my Monday manicures just because I do them every Monday, and so it's kind of part of my life, and it also gives me a chance to kind of record what colors I use and that sort of thing, in case I want to try that look again. And so I just use Prima letter stickers to spell out Monday manicure. And this is the manicure I did that day. This is not, I only wore this for that one day because this is not, it's way too flashy for me. Like I just wanted to, I was basically just experimenting with the Conad nail plates, because those clouds are stamped on, and then I just drew on the rainbows. So it's called Clouds and Rainbows is what I called that. I used a little, but I couldn't wear it to work because it's just too bright. I put a little Amy Tan paper clip, and then this is just a little butterfly piece. It's a piece off of a piece of fabric trim, and so I just cut off the butterfly. And I use that delicious mini multi-chevron paper from, what's it called? My Mind's Eye. And so almost all of the papers on this are scraps from my Studio Calico May kit, which was the 35mm. So that's true for both of these. This is a Tim and Beck, I think, or beckon to, I forget what that paper is called, but from the Studio Calico kit, and I forget what this one is, but anyways, it's all from Studio Calico. These are Prima letter stickers that come on a big sheet with a couple of different types of letters on it. And then these are those Sassafras glitter stickers that I love so much. And then this is just a picture of, on the weekends when Scott makes waffles, we sometimes do, we call it waffle math. It's sort of, we will add up blueberries in the different cells, like this many plus this many, how many do you have all together? Or we'll do patterns, or which one has more, and that sort of thing. So it's a little geeky little thing that we do. So I just wanted to capture that. This is Olivia all decked out in her soccer uniform. And this picture is a little overexposed. It was just taken really quickly in our front yard. And but she's loving soccer so much that I had to include that. And this is an Amy Tan stamp. And then these are from a set of Heidi Swap stamps that I have. I'll show you what they look like. So no, it's not actually. Where is that arrow from? Oh, yes, it is. It's this arrow right here. And so the stamp set is called Heidi Swap Memory File. And so I thought I'd show you this whole stamp set because it's got lots of great things for Project Life on it. And then I also keep my Amy Tan ones because they also have good Project Life stuff. So this is how I'm storing my stamps these days, on these two pieces of acetate, and one of them is attached to a piece of cardstock, and that's just working for me these days. So that's what I'm doing. So that was really fun. I love this paper, so I'm happy to get a chance to kind of capture it again. I've used it on a couple of different layouts. And then this is kind of the equivalent picture. Sophie's uniforms hadn't actually started soccer on that day, so she was wearing last year's jersey. And so I just took this sassafras. These are I think they're called paper whimsies. They come in packages, and I've got like 3 or 4 packages of them here. And I stuck them in with my Project Life stuff because I never seem to remember to use them. They've got different themes. So I've got like a month of the year one. I have one that's all numbers. I have one that's sort of like kiddish themed, and then I have like a funky patterned one. And so, sorry, I gotta get my cat out of here again. She thinks I'm talking to her because she knows no one else is here and I'm talking, so I think she thinks I'm either going crazy or talking to her. So anyways, I just loved this little rainbow starburst type of shape here, and I had to use it, and I just love it so much. So I just this is one of those fashionable hearts embosslet extras that I had sitting on my desk. I always cut lots whenever I take out my embosslets, just because I love having extra little hearts on hand to just grab, so you don't have to actually emboss every time you want one. And then I just put one of those Twinkle Goosebumps from a Studio Calico kit from before. And I just did a bit of journaling that just says wearing last year's jersey and Sophie can't wait for soccer to start. This little layout here is, it says, the journaling here says breakfast in bed, and this is another piece of scrap paper from the Studio Calico kit. I just wrapped a bunch of twine around it and tied a bow. But my reason for taking this picture is I'm trying to take more pictures of, like, when I look at my old pictures, I always think like, oh, I remember that bedspread and the pillowcase and that lamp and that sort of thing. So I'm trying to capture more of kind of like the backgrounds of our lives instead of being so focused on events and like the things that we're doing. So so that's why I took that picture, just because I thought Sophie might someday want to look back and remember what her room was like when she was 5. Then on Tuesday, Scott got a flat tire, and so Sophie and I had to go out and rescue him. And so this actually says temporary tire, or for temporary use or something on here, and I took a picture of that. It didn't really, you can see it in real life. It's not really coming out all that great, but it's just a picture of the spare wheel that he put on. We had to go and give him drop off the jack for him. And this is just a die cut from the Studio Calico kit. Sorry, I know I'm going slow, guys. This is just something that I saw on Facebook and printed up on a piece of photo paper, and then don't need to do anything else to that. So that's a nice way to do an easy one. It says take what you need, and then it looks like, you can pull off, patience, courage. I thought that was just really cute. And this is a tag from the Studio Calico kit and a die cut tab from the Studio Calico kit. I just stamped one of those Amy Tangerine sentiments on there and used Jilly Bean Jilly Bean Soup letter stickers here. They also came in the kit, and so it says, this week things started getting busy with soccer 3 times a week and lots of other activities. Sophie's practicing her graduation songs and Livy is rehearsing for the school talent show. So just kind of talking a little bit about what we're up to that week. And then this is just a screen cap of Scott's Facebook status when he posted Olivia's birthday. A whole bunch of people left birthday greetings for her. And then I just used my paper tray ink birthday wishes from whatever the set is that has all kinds of mini sentiments, and I just stamped it in a bunch of different colors there and put a couple pieces of washi tape and outlined them because they were so faint. And then this is about the spring fling, which was actually on June 2nd, which was Olivia's birthday. It says Sophie and Liv get their faces painted at the spring fling, and that's a little Amy Tan stamp. And then these are leftover banners from those Heidi Swap banners that I did a layout on. So that's the first page of that spread. And so now this page is all about Olivia's birthday. So after we went to the spring fling, we took her out to supper because we always do that on her real birthday when it doesn't happen on the day of her party. And so she chose to go to Montana's. I've already scrapbooked about this, so I just put another copy of that picture because it's just so awesome, the look on her face. She's so happy to have those moose antlers that she's been talking about for a year. I just added some Studio Calico butterflies there, sassafras for Studio Calico, and put in a couple of other pictures that didn't make it to my scrapbooking layout, just of some of that's her cousin and that's her sister. And this one here is just some journaling about those 2 cells there. So I used the Becky Higgins arrows to point, and that's a Prima word sticker from one of those sets of alphabets that have like 3 or 4 different alphabets and then a bunch of words. This is a neon pink butterfly from the dollar store, and this is a card from the Studio Calico kit, and that background paper is also a scrap from the kit. And so it just says her party was on the 3rd, so on her actual birthday Olivia asked to go to Montana so she could wear those moose antlers again. And then, so that now I'll talk about this bunch of cells. So Discovery Center Party. So I used this paper also from the Studio Calico kit because it has a bit of a sciencey look to it, like the graph paper and the honeycomb has like a nature sciencey type feel to it. And so I used Becky Higgins arrows to say what cells I'm talking about with this journaling, and I used those Jilly Bean Soup letters again to spell out Discovery Center Party, and use my date stamp, and I just let the happy birthday kind of go off the page and put the date. And then I just journaled and said Olivia had a science party, and instead of presents she asked for donations to the SPCA. I put 2 strips of washi tape there just to trim off the photo, and that's the girls in the tornado booth. And so then this one has another one of those paper whimsies from Sassafras, and some journaling about this is made out of Legos that 2 of the kids and one of the science guys made for Olivia. And there she is with part of her, she had a bubble room cake that her aunts made her, my 2 sisters-in-law. And so it had cake pops as some of the bubbles, and so there she is with 7 candles and a cake pop. And there's the cake. So I just spelled out bubble room cake, and this is one of the ads that came in the Studio Calico kit for an upcoming line. And then this is just a picture of all the stuff we got, all the donations that people brought for the SPCA. And the SPCA has a wish list, and almost all of it is office supplies, because they get all of their food and litter and stuff all donated from the manufacturers, so they don't actually need a lot of the things that you would think that they need. And I just used a label maker here to put, instead of presents, donations for the SPCA. So that is the first week. And now here is this past week that just went by. So this is what the spread looks like. This title, I pulled out some old Tim Holtz grunge board shapes that had, I didn't even know there was an alphabet in the set. I thought it was all shapes, and so when I saw there was an alphabet, I just made up the title with that. And this is that Creative Memories border that I'll show you I'll show you the tool that I used. This, and keep it in two different places. This and this, it's a bit of a pain to make that shape because you have to assemble this whole thing. There might be a way to do it without going through all the hassle, but this is the machine and that's the shape that it makes. And I don't know exactly what it's called, but I love the shape. And so this is another piece of that striped paper from the Studio Calico kit. This is just a picture of all the girls and their two leaders. It just says Sparks Advancement Ceremony, and there's my daughter and her best friend. I do have permission from her mom to scrapbook about this, so, and to put it on YouTube and stuff. So then there's my Monday manicure for this week, and I still have that one on. It's a week later. I didn't put a base coat on, and so that's why I completely forgot about the base coat. And so they're really chipped. They usually last a full week. And then this is one of those Amy Tangerine tags that came in a Studio Calico kit from a couple months ago. I'm finally getting around to using it. It says she will be a brownie next year. I'm so proud of her. And the girl is stamped in brown ink, so I thought that was kind of cool. This is another scrap paper from the Studio Calico kit. This is actually the back side of a Becky Higgins, or this is actually a blank Becky Higgins card that I stamped a chevron. I have this chevron stamp. It's from Jenny Boleyn Studios, and I love it, so I use it a lot for background stuff. And these are those Lily Bee Design letter stickers, and then these are Prima letter stickers, the ones that come a whole bunch of types of letters on one big 12x12 sheet. This is that denim paper from the Studio Calico kit. It's from my Mind's Eye on the Bright Side collection, and it has the chevron that I love so much, which is on the other page, so I can't show it. On the other side, on the back side, is denim. So I just made a little scallop border using my Stampin' Up! Scallops punch, which is my favorite small scallop punch because it has a crisper valley in between the peaks. The one by Fiskars, hang on. The one by Fiskars I actually don't like because it has a rounded valley, like when you do the scallop. This little valley in between the peaks is rounded, and I don't like that, so I prefer the Stampin' Up! One. Use two pieces, actually one piece of washi tape. I just cut it into two to make it more narrow for trimming that off. And I used the same washi tape there, and Brownie to Be using those sassafras stickers. And this is another one of those sassafras paper whimsies. I just made it look like it's the whole background just by the way that I attached it. So, and it goes up to 7, and she's 7, so that's kind of cute. So there's that. And then this is my last page, and I really like how this one turned out because I love how that frame looks on there. So let's start up here. This is just a picture of the girls playing in the rain. Saturday was a rough day in this house because it was rainy and the kids were going crazy. So we sent them outside and they got covered in mud from head to toe. I don't even know how they got so dirty, and so we had to throw them in the shower and throw all of their clothes in the washer. It was really... And we were on our way to a birthday party, so it was a little crazy. But anyways, it was fun. Here they are, they're catching moths. And I just took one of those. This is from Avalicious. It just says today's weather, and it's obvious that it's rainy, so I didn't want to put my own handwriting on there or stickers or anything. I didn't want to ruin it, so I just left it. It's obvious that it's rainy. And then this is, and so this weather kind of goes with that one. There's no arrow or anything, but again, it's pretty obvious. It says, down here it says the date. And so, although there's no date on this one, maybe I should put a date on this one and that way they'll line up. This one says, okay, I need to say something here because this is one of those Becky Higgins tags. It just comes with this on it, the journaling cards. And I have to say, and then these are the Becky Higgins number stickers that you can get, which obviously coordinate because they're both from the Cobalt collection. But what I love, and I've done this before, you guys might have noticed it, is that the Stampin' Up! Lucky Limeade ink matches this perfectly. So I love using Lucky Limeade ink on these cards that have this design on it. And then I just added this little frog, which was from a color box set of stickers that I had from years ago, and then that's a little Martha Stewart label in behind there. And I used the Girls Papery word stickers there just to fill in some of the, just to add some interest. So that's kind of what we did on Saturday. We played in the rain, catch moths, Livy goes to Sarah M's birthday party, Sophie goes to Rebel Space, and then 3 go to Laura and Colby's to watch a movie. And then they did some other things. I should put some more. They did some other things that day. Then I have this flashback picture, which this was taken 5 years ago this week. So I wanted to include this picture here, and this frame was left over from a Studio Calico kit. It was the last one left in the set, so I just wanted to be able to throw away the packaging. So this is from Crate Paper's Storyteller collection. I just put a Becky Higgins arrow and outlined it in black. And then these are Colorblock letter stickers from forever ago that I'm trying to get rid of some stuff. And I thought it was I liked the way that it's all different colors and patterns. So it says, this adorable picture was taken when Livy was 2 and Sophie was 6 months old. It's so sweet to see that they continue to be great friends as well as loving sisters. And I had the date on there along with that and an arrow going down, but then when I decided to put this frame on, I peeled up the sticker and moved this so that it would fit, and I put the date there instead. So that's that. And then I just used a Becky Higgins journaling card just to say, today we booked some of our mini vacations for the summer, so some of the places that we're going there. And then on Sunday, I went to a Pampered Chef party. Whoops! Oh, darn it. So I just cut out the part of the front of the magazine and stamped the date and did a bit of journaling about it and added 3 green sequins to, this is like 2 layers of washi tape there, and this is some Becky Higgins paper from the Cobalt collection. And then I was getting pretty, I had a couple of openings and I didn't know what to do with them, so this filled one of them, and then this is like a cheese label. But we love this cheese. Our kids really eat a lot of it, so I thought I'd just kind of journal about it just in case. If we change our habits over time, it might be kind of cool to say, oh yeah, remember that cheese that we used to always eat. So that's what that's all about. And I lost one of my cards. But okay, so thanks for watching, guys. I just have to stop for a second and gather myself up before I do the giveaway. Okay, so I totally forgot to talk about the bottom part of this page. So we'll go back and talk about this. So this is just a 4x6 photo of my daughter and her friend in the talent show. They sang a few of my favorite things. Neither of them have any voice training, they've never taken any lessons in how to perform or anything, but they both got up there and did their thing. It was pretty amazing. And then, so this is just another picture of just my daughter and just a little piece of, this is a die cut that came in a Studio Calico kit, and just me saying how proud I am of her for doing that. And I used This Warrants a Fist Pump, and the date right there. So, and this is on a piece of that honeycomb paper from the Studio Calico kit. And if you want to know who makes that paper, just let me know. I'm not feeling the best today, so I'm a little tired and not doing a great job of explaining things, but just leave me a message if you have any questions. Hi guys, Tracy here. I'm gonna do the giveaway that I posted at the end of my Project Life mid to late May. It took me a really long time to get my next Project Life. The intention was that I would kind of post the giveaway there, and then on my next Project Life 2-page share, I would do the giveaway. But my next Project Life share was not a 2-page review share. It was about my dad, and I thought it would be kind of tacky to put a giveaway at the end of that video. So I held off, and I've actually had my Project Life share for the next 2 weeks done, but I just didn't film this part because I got really busy that day and then I never got back to it. So sorry for the delay, but here it is. I'm going to post it probably today. So I had to do the giveaway. So this is what the prize is going to be. It's just going to be some of these writer's block from Basic Gray in the brown colors, and the clips that match and the brads that match. And so I really like using these for Project Life. I've already used them for, they're really nice for journaling spots and layering and just having them peeking out under things. So I hope that whoever wins it gets some use out of them, or at the very least passes them on to someone else who will get some use to them. But I hope that you will use them, whoever the winner is, in your Project Life or in whatever other projects you want. So this video has 69 comments on it at this point, and I went through and reviewed them, and one person left 2 comments by accident, and so I'm just going to count her 2 as 1. So I'm going to go to random.org. I already have it up here, and so I put in 1 to 68. Sorry guys, that was over before. Sorry, it keeps moving depending on the angle. Okay, so it's 1 to 68 in there, and I'm just going to hit generate, and I got 31. So I'm going to go back to the video, and I've just put all of the comments up. So I'm just going to scroll down to the very, very bottom of all the comments, and now of course I forget the number. Is it 33? 31. 31, 31, 31. It's too early here. I don't think it's too early to count though. I think I'll be okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. So Lovely Mum N3 is the winner. So that's this one right here. I will double count that and just make sure. I won't do it on screen, but I'll just make sure that I didn't make a mistake. It is quite early here, but I think it's Lovely Mum N3 is the winner. So congratulations. Just send me a message and just send me a private message with your address, and I'll pop these out in the mail to you on Tuesday. Is the day that I'm going to the post office this week. So thanks everybody.